Today we're making a Shrek headphone cover. Now I started this project with a slip knot, and then I did 63 chains. Now you can do however many chains you need to cover your headphones, but I would suggest adding an extra 3 chains afterwards, because what you're going to do is you're going to do a double crochet into the 3rd chain from the hook. After that first double crochet, you're going to chain 3, and then you're going to do a double crochet into the 3rd chain from the first double crochet, if that makes sense at all. And you're going to continue double crocheting until you have 8 double crochets in that little cluster. Once you have your 8 double crochets, you're going to do what you did earlier, and you're going to chain 3 and skip 3 chains and start double crocheting again until you have 13 double crochets. I'm really starting to think that this does not make sense, but I'm hoping that with the right words on the screen, maybe it'll make sense. But basically, after you have your 13 double crochets, you're gonna chain 4, skip 4 chains, and start double crocheting again, and then you're gonna do 13 double crochets again. So basically you're just gonna be doing this whole thing that you just did, but backwards. Right? Backwards? Yeah. So you had the 1 double crochet, the space, the 8 double crochet, space, the 13 double crochet, and then space, and then you're going to have the 13 double crochet again, space, 8 double crochets, space, and then the 1 double crochet for the first row. You're going to then want to chain 1 and turn your work, and you're going to single crochet into every space, including your chains. So by the end for me, I had 60 single crochets. And after that, you want to repeat row 2 15 more times. So you'll have 16 rows of single crochet and 1 row of double crochets, or in total 17 rows. Now at the end of row 17, you're going to chain 3, turn your work, and you're just going to repeat exactly what you did from row 1. So you're going to have that 1 double crochet, the 3 chain space, the 8 double crochets, the 3 chain space, and so on until you reach the end. Then you're going to chain 1, cut the thread, string, whatever, yarn. Yarn. You're gonna cut the yarn and you're gonna fasten it off. Now, and here's what it should look like by the end of it. Sorry that the corner kind of got cut off, but that's what it should look like. Now, it might look a little different if you're making it smaller or bigger. You just want to have like 5 sections in your work on both sides, like 5 holes. Now you're going to start a new little thing. You're going to do a slip knot, and you're going to chain 25 to 30 chains. Now what you're going to want to do is you're going to take the end of your chains and you're going to thread it through the hole, and you're going to do a slip stitch into every chain. So you're going to wrap your chains around. Goodness, I don't know how to explain this, but it doesn't seem too complicated, but I don't know how to word it so it's not complicated. Anyway, you just saw it, but you're just gonna slip stitch into every chain until you get to the end, and you're gonna repeat that for all the space hole things. This is so bad. So now we're making little ear horn, I don't know, things. What you're gonna do is you're gonna do a magic ring, and you're going to do 6 single crochets into that magic ring. But you want to make sure that your tail is long enough so when you tighten it, you have a pretty long tail to weave with later. So see how after I tighten it, there's a lot of a tail left? You're going to use that to weave in the 2 pieces together, the ear piece and the cover piece. Anyway, I took this crochet needle, weaving needle, whatever they're called. I took that so I could take the tail and pull it through just so it's on the right side for when I weave it later. Now for the second round, you're going to increase stitch. So you're going to do 2 single crochets into each single crochet for the second round. So you should have 12 single crochets by the end. And then you're going to repeat round 2 6 more times. So you should have 7 rounds of 12 single crochets. After that, you're going to increase into every single crochet again, so you should have 24 single crochets by the end of this round. After the 24th single crochet, you're going to then slip stitch your work. Not slip stitch your work, you're gonna slip stitch and then you're gonna fasten off your work. Yeah, that sounds more correct than what I originally said. And now you're going to weave in the end that you just fastened off if you want to. It's more tedious work, but I'd rather fasten it in. Like, I'd rather weave it through than just cut it off because it looks cleaner, I guess. So that's what I did. And then after you do that, you're going to repeat the same thing for the second ear horn thing. And now you're going to connect the 2 ear horn things with the little band thing. And this is what it should look like. This is after weaving in all the ends also. I don't really know if I explained this well or not, but yeah, hopefully all of that made sense. Then I just tied everything to the headphones, and yeah. Brianna! Come here! Please?
Your saucer?
Put these on.
I'm coming away from me.
You're
Are
welcome.
these mine?
Yeah!
I do adjust them.
Quick note, I had like a whole thing planned. I was just gonna like hand them to her, not say anything, and then just like slap her back as she walked out the room. But I think her singing really just stopped me in my tracks, and I completely forgot that I was gonna do any of that, which kind of sounds mean now that I'm saying it out loud, but I thought it would be funny. It was gonna be funny. It would have been funny. But then she's just singing and yeah, and I was doing this baby voice. Yeah, I get it. It's embarrassing. I shouldn't have said anything like that, but I did it anyway. Now it's too late. So we're gonna have to deal. And we're gonna have to be okay with that. Okay? Okay.
Are you there?